Good evening and welcome. Welcome to my live stream. Fight CPS to stop taking our children. I'm your host, Bob Pace, and it's a warm welcome. I'm on this live stream twice a day. In the morning, it's Fight CPS with Bob Pace, and I'm on at 10 o'clock in the morning weekdays and 8 a.m. in the morning on the weekends. My other show, Fight CPS Stop Taking Our Children, I come on at 7 p.m. every night of the week. That's 7 nights a week. So that's a total of 14 live streams I do week after week, year after year. I've been doing it for 25 months. I've talked to over 2,950 people from 25 countries, including the United States and all 50 states. Now, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to share things with you. From my experiences of fighting CPS for 15 years and from the experience of these 2,950 some people that have shared to me on this show. There are 5 rules I've come up with, and they will help you if you follow the rules. I wish I had them because I would never have my kids taken in custody. But they were, and that was a hard thing to swallow. Now, this room is interactive. One thing you can do is text me a message. Try to make your message either in a question format or a comment, and it's all about CPS, the Child Protection System, what I call. Now, it's found in every county, in every state, and around the world. It has many different names. Like in California, the Los Angeles County is called the Department of Children and Family Services. Next door in Orange County is called the Child Protection Services, CPS. In Prescott, Arizona, it's called the Department of Children's Services. In Richmond, Kentucky, it's called the Cabinet. But whatever the names are, all boils the same thing. They're supposed to protect our children from neglect and abuse. That was mandated by Congress in 1962, that social service would get a group of social workers that protect our children and also do what's called family reunification. That's where they try to patch and put the family back together. That's where they patch and try the family put together. Now, besides texting me a comment, please give me your name and the location. If you're from outside of the United States, please list your country. Now, countries that I've spoken to have been Indonesia, Bangladesh, India. Then we go up to the Middle East, to Saudi Arabia, and Iraq, and Libya. Then over to the continent of Africa, we have Liberia, Sudan, the Republic of Congo, and Rwanda, and Mozambique, and South Africa and its provinces. Then up to Europe, it's United Kingdom, England, Scotland, and Wales. Then Denmark and Sweden. Then across the pond, it's been Canada and its provinces, United States and all 50 states, even heard from Washington, D.C. South of the border is Mexico. And then in Central America, further south, it's been Belize. And then from there, we go to South America, north of Brazil, on the east coast is Grenada. Then the South Pacific, it's been New Zealand. And then the land down under, Australia and its states. So that's a lot of locations, Now, another way that you interact with this live stream is to be a guest on my live stream. All you have to do is pick one of my 14 live streams and send an email to bpace, P-A-C-E, at vincentwdavis.com. And just say what show you want to be on. I want to be on Bob's Sunday morning show, or Bob's Friday night show, or Bob's Wednesday morning show, or Bob's Monday night show. You just say nighttime or morning, and it's Monday through Sunday. It's really easy. And you send it to me, and then I will forward it on to my show producer, Grace. We'll then send you a link, and you get onto my software application called StreamYard. That's what I broadcast on. It uses YouTube to transmit the video. But I hope you come and join me, because I can take 9 of you at one time, which is a lot better, because on the phone I can only talk to you one at a time. And the rules are simple. There's no we are very respectful in this room. We do not talk about politics, and we do not use the names of judges, social workers, or children. We don't eat or smoke on the show, and no profanity. Lastly, you can call into my show. My phone number is 626 698 0990. I'd love for you to call in. Now, that number will reach my private phone, and we can talk. And that way, if you don't want to text anything, you can talk on the phone. I can only talk to one person at a time. When you're a guest, I can talk to you to 9 of you. And with me makes 10. I can have a max of 10 people, including myself. Hello, Pamela. Um, you were on my show earlier, and you said your offer still stands. I remember, Pamela, you were talking to me about a hospital in Oahu. Hello, Medina. I haven't talked to you in a while. Hello there. Now, Pamela, I never got a confirmation from you. Um, it says the offer still stands. What is the offer that you're offering me, Pamela? And welcome, Pamela. You're on my morning show. Medina, you've been on several times before. Medina, where are you from? I think you're from California. Now, who am I? People ask me who am I, and I come on twice a day. Well, I'm a loving father and a husband, and I like to be your friend to help you fight CPS. I don't want to get rid of CPS. I want to make it better for the parents out there for what CPS does. Now, um, let me see. We have Pamela Pritchard, who I think is from Oahu, that has had a problem with the hospital, the CPS, and Medina's from Lake County, Illinois. Now, John Justice is Tony the Tiger. Cassandra from Ostenego County, New York. And it's so good to see you, Cassandra. I got adjournment and my lawyer is finally officially fired. Good. Good to hear that. Document, record everything. I'm telling you, if they won't listen and do what they're supposed to do, go to the Revens Committee. Thank you there, Cassandra, who's just as John. Medina, has anyone read about the 14 workers down in southern Illinois regarding fraud? No, I haven't heard about that. 14 workers in southern Illinois fraud. All right, let me see if I can find that. 14 workers fraud in southern Illinois. Well, apparently it's about some embezzling funds, which is nothing new. Kentucky, Richmond, Kentucky, had one social worker embezzled $600,000 or $1 million that was given to the CPS entity in Richmond, Kentucky. Now, here in Illinois, they're saying they charge person with, among other things, embezzling public funds, namely unemployment insurance payments. The total amount of fraud overpayment alleges in the 14 indictments is $351,005.87. They're indicted for deliberately defrauding federal overpayment in 14 indictments. So this must be 14 people that have been overpaid to a total of 351. Cheating on unemployment compensation is a crime. Now, I don't know what that has to do with CPS. They have the names of the 14 people. Wow. That's interesting. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah. And here, there's the names. It's all public record. They're being prosecuted by a special assistant United States attorney. It's a formal charge against the defendant. Under the laws, that charge is merely an accusation, and the defendant is proven innocent unless he proves guilty. So they still have to go through that process. And so this has happened recently, where this has occurred. Is October 23rd. Well, not two individuals, the 13th. So what has this got to do? What's this got to do, Medina, with the child protection system? Can you help me out with that? Okay, your court was adjourned on the 18th. Well, that is tomorrow. And I have a conversation with my preventive worker that I brought out the fact about the abuse my son continues to go through, he or no one else has. Now, Cassandra, who's John Justice, bothered to communicate with me since I brought up the sexual abuse with my son, and he tried to reassure me he wants what's best and safe for my child. So we'll see based on the action this week. It's coming up. Oh, you meant the case of the 18th is coming up. All right, Cassandra. That was good that you shared it with us. Now Medina says the press release former Illinois Department of Children and Family Service employees of 14 others charged in a 3 point. Um, that wasn't with the child. That was with unemployment. I think you got this confused. Well, wait a minute. This must be something else. This is 3.2 million. Wow. The other one was only 351 here. So let me try to find. Now, there's another 14 that are indicted for healthcare program fraud and Operation Home Alone 3. That's about the Medicare fraud. That's terrible, Medina, because um, there's a $1 million, um, not a fraud, but embezzlement of money. And Cassandra says, "Thank you all for prayers and helps." I know, Cassandra. Exactly my current situation in Lake County. Wow. Cassandra, who's just as John says, disgusting, all about money and the system, has their hand in whatever pot they've been including the child and human drug trafficking. It's all connected. And then Medina from Illinois says identity theft, medical theft, social security fraud, as well as child support and charges never provided to children not in the foster care. That's terrible. And Cassandra says December 18th. Oh, it's only November. I thought when you said the 18th, never mind. I was jumping the gun. Your court is adjourned to December 18th. It's only November. You're right. You're right, Cassandra. It's my bad. It's my bad. Hi, Aaron. Hi, Aaron from Tennessee. Now, Medina says investigator indicated abuse and neglect, then turned into CPS, case manager provides services. Wow, I have to catch up. Okay. Um, Aaron says fraudulent entered the information of several of her co-defendants into CPS computer system and approved them to be paid as providers caring for foster children. Well, that sounds terrible, Aaron. And Medina from Illinois says she was a social worker but never renewed license and kept removing children. Representatives, I believe, Jeb Davis of Illinois has claims about interns and removals. Wow. That sounds terrible, Medina. That's what the DOJ website says, Aaron says. Okay. Republican Representative Davis says CPS broke the law. Uncertified interns investigating family, child removed from homes. Further, Medina says from Illinois, some investigator used her name, but my birthday for false traffic tickets. Wow. She has had access to these systems. It's a conflict of interest. It certainly is, Medina. It certainly is. And thank you for sharing. Also, I see emoji. Thank you, Kathina Mesquita, for the like. That she gave me a thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, Lisa. This is Bob Pace live. So pleasure to
Hi,
hear
how are
from
you?
you. Oh, pretty good, Lisa. What can I do for you?
Well, I was calling because I have some two support friends, and the one has an appointment with the social worker on Wednesday, and what I'm learning is CASA and the youth connections. What I'm understanding is that they're optional. You don't have to have them in your CPS case, correct?
No, CASA is a court appointed service advocate for you, but you don't have to have them. They're supposed to give you support, but instead they're ears for CPS, and they will talk about your case to them.
Okay, so then the social worker wrote back and said, so this is where she's trying to trick me, and this is what I thought that was the law, and I looked it up too myself. She says that to do the with my support friends in the house with my son, that's additionally I have to do the youth and CASA visits as well, and I do not.
Well, I don't. I'd have to look up in Montana. Let me see what I come up with. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me see here. Okay. Okay, here it is in Montana. No, you're not required to use
Okay.
CASA in Montana, but a court appointed special advocate CASA as the guardian of item GAL for a child in abuse or negligent cases if available. So are they saying your child was neglected or abused?
Yeah, that's what they're accusing me of. But
Yeah.
there was no abuse or
And
neglect.
and if a CASA is not available, the court can appoint another qualified person, such as an attorney, to serve that role. Now, is your social worker telling you um, that because you have a child abuse and negligence, that you're required to appoint a CASA or a qualified substitution to represent the child's best interests?
No, see, I didn't hear that being said. No.
Because you got to be careful because it does say if a child's accused of it, they're supposed to have the court appointed service advocate, you know?
But he has an attorney. My son has an attorney too.
Right, right. But the attorney is for legal things. The CASA, the way the CASA is supposed to work with everybody, they're supposed to be someone you can lean on. The only problem is CASA workers will talk to the social workers. They'll report
Well, that's
everything
what
you
I'm
say.
saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And so see now social worker is upset because I got support friends and I don't need their program. And these people are better because they care about me and my child, you know.
Right.
And I think they're upset about that. You know, it's really sad because they are totally like upset because they have nothing on me. They've never even they say abuse and neglect, but nor have I ever seen any accusations of what that might be. No one's ever said. I've never seen evidence of it. You know, so
Aaron from Tennessee has a question for you. Is your lawyer using CASA to supervise your visit for a character witness for your case?
no, not using them. The support people could be character witnesses.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's going to be done on Wednesday. Yeah.
Well, keep me in the loop. Keep me in the loop.
Oh, I will. I will. I will definitely. Definitely. How's everybody on the show tonight?
Yeah, we have Medina, who has been on for a while from Illinois. And then we have Aaron from Tennessee, who you know.
Yeah.
And then we have Justin John, who's actually Tony the Tiger, who's Cassandra from Ostenago, New York. She's on.
Oh, great.
So
Nice.
Justin John is Cassandra. Tony the Tiger. She has her second handle there on Facebook. It was Tony the Tiger. Now it's Justin John.
Okay, yeah, I
So,
remember.
and then we have a new person named Pamela Pritchett, and I think she is from Hawaii, from a hospital um, that I guess had some connection with CPS, but she hasn't answered my question. I don't know if she works for CPS or she's a parent that her children have been taken by CPS. So I don't know about Pamela Pritchard. She came to my show this morning, and yet she's tells me to confirm, um, you know, if she's from Hawaii. I only assume that because
Oh,
she gave a list of a CPS. She was referring CPS with Oahu, CPS team, she called it. And so I don't know if she's a CPS rep or I don't know really because she hasn't answered my questions or my concerns. See, my problem is this room, I have to believe people for face value what they say. If someone says
right.
I'm from Indonesia, I have to believe they're from Indonesia. They say that are from some other country. A lot of them tell me countries, but they could most likely be from the United States because when people text in, it doesn't give me the location.
Oh, okay.
So I just have to assume everybody is who they say they are.
We would hope so, yeah.
Yep. Now, has that furnace been mounted?
How's that way?
That furnace been
The
mounted?
furnace? No. So
Okay.
I'm gonna call tomorrow morning. I'm gonna call her too. I'm gonna do the email, call her, and see if they have a date of when it should be here to be replaced the furnace. But I know they had ordered it, so and it's been at least maybe 7, maybe 10 days, so should be here anytime.
Right, right. They've installed the
Yep.
propane tank, but they haven't installed the furnace.
Right. So that's all I gotta have is the furnace
Yeah.
reinstalled. Yes. Because the one in here is the original one, and it's no good. So
Yeah, yeah. They're going to take the old one out and put the new one in.
yes. And then they're also going to replace all my windows except for one, and they're going to replace all the doors. So it's been a blessing. I've been blessed.
Well, it sounds like you're blessed. That's really good to hear. Um,
Yeah. Because the social worker wrote an email to other people saying there was a 4 to 5 year waiting list for this program I'm on. And then Kelly lied to me and said that there's 9,000 people ahead of me. But here I am. I'm at the top of the list.
wow.
Yeah. I think that's cool. But I didn't tell none of them, I let them think, that all those people are ahead of me.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I had some people over helping me tonight, and they just left, and some Christian friends, and it was great. And so I thought I'd give you a call real quick and ask you about that because that was a really concerning thing for me right now. And then I need to also focus on writing the status hearing report with my public defender, I guess.
Oh, yes,
Because we
yes.
are allowed to submit our own, right?
Right. I remember reading that to you, didn't I?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. So that's good to know.
Well, I've been pretty
Yeah.
good about figuring things out for you. It just takes time, and I'm hoping that you're happy with what I'm figuring out.
Oh, I am. I am. I'm happy. And the only reason I've kind of been quiet lately is because I don't know, like when you were going through the stuff with Social Security, like you would say they're probably listening. You know what I
Yes,
mean? That's kind of what I
yes.
think too. So,
I concur with you wholeheartedly. I think they are listening.
oh yeah. And so that's why, yeah, I have more to say when the time is right.
Okay. All right.
That's all I want to say about that. But yeah. Yeah. So, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here, and
Sure. Let someone
I've
else
been gone
talk.
all day.
Yeah,
I
that's
hope
no problem.
everybody's doing good, and God bless everybody in the room. And I'm glad that we're all here tonight.
Yep. Yep. That is good.
And yes, and I will talk to you again soon, Bob.
All right. Well, thank you, Lisa, for touching base. That's Lisa from Montana, everybody. And good night. Sleep tight. And when's the next time you see your son? When's your next visit?
I don't know yet.
Wow. They don't have a regular
I'm
visit.
waiting till I'm open Wednesday as soon as my support friends are approved.
Okay.
But we'll see what happens. So yeah, I'll probably call you on Wednesday and give you an update from there, right Wednesday night.
All right. That sounds good.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Bob, and you have a good evening and you sleep well yourself.
All right. See ya. Bye bye.
Okay, talk to you soon. Bye.
You bet. Bye bye. Well, that was Lisa, and she's from Montana, and she comes on there as Lisa Bartley 54, and she comes on all the time. Now, she is not using a CASA worker, Aaron. So if that tells you anything, you're not well. I know you're not well, and I know you're underneath a lot of strain. You said my son has had a hand and foot and mouth. It seems like I contracted it from him at the last visit. It itching everywhere. What is the hand, foot, and mouth? You got mononucleosis, or I don't know what a hand, foot, and mouth. And you say it itches. Can you fill me a little bit more, Aaron? What it is? And Medina's concentrating on getting her kids back, which I think is good. So we got Medina from Illinois, Aaron from Tennessee, and John Justice from New York. That's actually Tony the Tiger, who's Cassandra. Boy, it gets so hard sometimes to keep track of who's on first and who's on second. But and we have Pamela Pritchett, who is from Hawaii, I think, but I don't know anything more about her. I wish she'd talk. I wish she would talk. Now, I have the time of 47 minutes. That means we have about 13 minutes to go before I have to close the shop. It's we go to 8 o'clock at nighttime. We go to 8 o'clock at nighttime. Wow, I learned something about hand, foot, and mouth disease. It's a common viral infection that causes sores in around the mouth and a rash on the hands and feet. That sounds terrible. That sounds terrible. I hope it's something that's curable or you can get medicine or treatment for it. See here, we got a message. It sounds like. Wow, I see that, Aaron. I see that. That's terrible how they're picking it out. That's the trouble with foster care. Our children go in and out. The foster care people not may necessarily have it clean. That's terrible that you're going through that, Aaron. That really is. Thank you for sharing the picture, Aaron. I see it. Thank you. I'd be quite worried about that. Make sure you document that and you show this is what how you take care of my son. He now has this disease because he's in foster care. That is wrong. That's wrong, Aaron. That's totally wrong. Hmm. Um, Aaron says the foster family is the same foster parents my twins had that ended up adopting the twins. Oh my goodness gracious. That is so frustrating. I am so sorry for you, Aaron. That's not right. That's not right. Okay. Um, I agree, Lisa. She says wrong. That's Lisa Barkley from Montana who just recently called me. Now we have about 3 minutes left before I have to end my live stream. Aaron, they didn't even try placing them with a family or friends. They automatically place them out there of all the foster homes. That is terrible, Aaron. That is terrible. Boy, that's so discouraging. It's so discouraging, Aaron. To have you have your son go through that. This is wrong. This is totally wrong. Yeah, that's terrible, Aaron. I agree with you. That's terribly wrongness to do on that. Now, I'm going to take my phone number down because it's too late to call any more people call in. And I'm going to put the Department of Government Efficiency. Now, if you have tried at the county level to resolve your issues, either with the manager, the supervisor, or even the social worker director, then you must go to the county and talk, excuse me, not the county, but go to um, the city's capital, and you need to go to the civil rights coordinator to protest what you're trying to have corrected done in CPS cases. So um, I want you to I want you to try that. But if you can't get resolved at the city capital with the civil rights coordinator, then you should then go to the government. And Doge Department of Government Efficiency has a website. You can go on and look up what they're doing, and they can offer you a job, a career job, if you want to work for them. And so it's very legit. You'll see what they're investigating, who they're investigating, and whatnot. And if you have something that needs urgent to talk to, they have two phone numbers. Area code 202 is the area code for Washington, D.C. So you can call them. Also, you have an email that you can send your complaint to. It's doge at mail.house.gov. And that way you have a way of fighting the CPS because they've gone so bad. They've gone so bad. Now, Aaron further says they didn't even try placing with family or friends. They automatically placed them there out of all the foster homes. That's terrible. They should be. Anytime you have your children that have taken from because they're in danger, and they should request, you should request to be with your one of your family members, and they don't have to be in the same state. They can be from other states. There's ways you can do that. Um, so anyway, it's now 8 o'clock, and my show's over. And I want to thank Aaron from Tennessee. I want to thank Bartley from Montana. I want to thank Medina from Illinois. And we had Aaron from Tennessee. Justice John from New York. That's actually Tony the Tiger or Cassandra. And then we have one other person here. I think they're from Ohio. It's Pamela Pritchett from Oahu, not Ohio, Oahu. And she's yet to confirm that, but she's involved in medical trafficking where they taking children, they're taking a medical and they're trying to be treated, but somehow the social worker insists they be taken out of the hospital. Anyway, please, whatever you do, don't give up on your children. Come here first to talk about it. And you're going to have to do the best you can if you don't get a real attorney. You got to make the court-appointed attorney work for you. Now, there'll be a video that ends this live stream when I sign off. Please watch it. God bless you all, and thank you for talking me to tonight and emojis and everything else. God bless you all, and this is Bob Pace signing off.
A vivid picture is encrypted in your mind as the critics get in line like they're witnessing a crime. But then you notice there's a shiver in your spine from the feelings of discontentment and bitterness combined. Heartbroken when you listen to the judges, another kid's innocence corrupted. And if you go against it, it's destructive. Consider this predicament the toughest, but we believe in a system fit for justice. Child Protective Services only pretends to save it. The one solution for this is worthy of instant praises. 30 years of experience with relentless cases. Allow me to introduce them. This is Vincent Davis defending you when they don't think a mother fits the role. Is it juvenile dependency or government control? Observe the pain in their eyes. It's time for us to realize we are the last one.